As a business owner, I don't often put myself first. It's something that I've realised upon reflection. Let me explain. Hey, what's up? Do you like my new camera angle? I think it's pretty good. I think it's not bad at all, to be honest with you. So every day I literally do that. I fill in my Notion calendar. I'm like, hey, what am I doing today? And so often, more often than not, I've realised that guess what's at the top? It's client work. It's finances. It's pretty much everything besides me time or fitness or just stuff that I want to prioritize, including like passion projects, including my own personal content as well. I've just noticed a habit that most of the time at the top of that list is always going to be client work. And look, people might say that's a smart, business decision. 100%. That go towards bringing in the income, right? But also, you have to prioritize yourself. And I'm going to start doing that a bit more. I really want to start doing that more often. In fact, upon reflecting again, I actually have started doing a bit more of it already. Health and fitness. I've kind of actually prioritized this a bit more, which I'm proud of. So when I used to fill out my calendar every day, guess what would be sort of at the bottom or in the afternoon time slot? My walks, my fitness stuff. That's how it used to be. But now, I put that stuff at the front. I put that stuff in the morning, which I'm a morning person. I like getting up early and getting stuff done. But for whatever reason, I kind of used to default to get up early, yes, but then use that time to just start work, to get more work done, which sometimes is still the case. But now I actually go for a walk straight away, maybe a run, maybe I go to gym, maybe I do physio on my rehabbing leg, or literally cleaning the house. That stuff is at the start of my day, which I think is a great development, if I do say so myself. So I have already started doing this stuff, but it's kind of made me realize that it's important to do that stuff. Gone is the graveyard shift in the afternoon. It's taken priority in the morning shift, which shows I'm prioritizing it. Practicing work-life balance. Now, work-life balance is that classic term that everyone talks about. It doesn't matter what industry in whatever career you're doing. Work-life balance is a topic that always comes up with good reason. It's important. But what good is talking about the benefits of work-life balance, or even saying, I have a good work-life balance, if you don't actually practice that, if you don't actually do it? And I feel like it's very easy to fall into that trap, right? I think I spend my time pretty well. I make time for my family, my friends. I make time for my breaks. But then are you actually doing that? I've often questioned myself, if I'm doing that enough. And to be honest with you, I still don't think I do a very good job of it. But it's all about identifying how much you're actually switching off, and you're not just talking about work-life balance. You're actually practicing it. You're actually being no, I'm going to block out a time in my calendar to switch off. Or hell, I'm going for a little road trip tomorrow. That's my time off. I've scheduled that. You should do more of those things more often, I say. That's a message for myself as well. There's no point waffling on about work-life balance if you don't actually do anything about it and you don't actually practice it. Hey, interrupt this message. How good's Notion calendar? This is no way, in any shape, way or form, promoted. That's not the word. Sponsored by Notion. But Notion's awesome. I use it to organize my stuff, but Notion calendar fits really well into this segment because that's what I use to plan it every single day. Every single day is planned out using Notion calendar, and it's awesome. There's just something really satisfying about actually just having it. The color blocks help as well. Your personal time, your time for your personal content even. Your breaks, your client work. All that is just filled out in Notion calendar. And it just looks really satisfying when you have, one, it filled out every day, but two, there's a good mixture of colors in there. Because that actually means there's a good balance of everything in your life. Client work, breaks, personal content, more breaks. If you're not a calendar person, try it. You might think, hey, I'm just going to sort of go on the fly, so to speak. I don't want to structure my entire day, but trust me, there's something super satisfying about it. So I'm a calendar person, and it's a very enjoyable life. So I just had to interrupt that message to say that. Okay. Where were we? There's something nice about actually putting yourself above everything else on the calendar as well. It's a bit of a power trip, but there's a bit of power that comes from being you know what? That job can wait. I'm going to go clean the house. That job can wait. I'm going to go film my own content. I'm going to go post a LinkedIn update. And that sounds like I'm taking the piss there, but I'm not. Literally make time for those things if those platforms and developing your personal brand, getting connections, if that stuff is actually important to you, make time for it. Be like, no, that other stuff can wait. There's power in it. There really is. And so if you're after a power trip, just put that, mine's blue, my personal like brand content in my calendar. Put that little blue bar above the red bar that's client work. Tell me that doesn't make you feel good. So what's at the top of your calendar? That's kind of been something I've asked myself lately, and that's something every time I look at that Notion calendar, shout out Notion once again, every time I look at my calendar every day, I'm kind of just like, okay, what am I putting at the top? And whatever's at the top is what I'm prioritizing. By the way, I don't think anyone can argue that. If you're doing that, then it's your priority. If it's at the top, if it's above health things, it's your priority. So ask yourself, what's your priority? Because that's what I'm doing. It's all fine and well to talk about work-life balance, as we've said, but if you don't actually practice it, if you don't actually do it, it's pretty pointless. So prioritize you, because I'm going to try to prioritize myself better, even though it can be hard because you keep validating in your mind like, hey, I got to do client work first, I've got to get that done. But guess what? That stuff, I'm going to say 60% of the time, can probably wait a bit. Go for a walk. It can probably wait for half an hour. I bet you're not saving the world. For those of you that are, all the credit to you, and you are saving the world, so maybe do that first. But for the rest of us, we're not. So think about what you're prioritizing.